Yep. So here again, I realized that I should be. Well, I remembered from a long time ago that I said I was going to start uploading all the things that Spirit had guided me to, right? Because I'm supposed to share these lessons, and I haven't been doing that. And I uploaded that video earlier today, and I was like, oh, maybe I should do that. I also got really inspired by a YouTuber on here called Bright Eyed with Wonder, and at least I think that's the name. Oh man. But I'll link to her. But she's fantastic. I think if anybody ever watches this and enjoys like the spiritual content that I put out, you should go take a look at her videos. It's been helping me at least recently a lot. So anyway, today I want to talk to you about, yes indeed, the energy body and just energetic boundaries. Uh, these things, oh wow, thank you. These things are something that obviously, if you, this is with you further down the line, right? If you have started to realize that you feel energy, if you understand energy affects you every single day, if you understand that in an alchemical sense, everything, material has a sort of energy that it's giving to you, right? And it's all interpretive too, as well as just the ideas that are in your mind and all the things that are happening in your environment. All of it's energy, right? Everything is energy. So, what happens? If you are not cognizant of your energetic boundaries, like what is you, where does you where is this projection that you call you, right? Where is that, what does that happen to be? Where does it start, where does it end? If you don't have that clear in your mind, and if you aren't keeping track of it, you are very prone to end up taking on the energies that are around you, the energies that are uh, in your day-to-day life, the energies of the people that you talk to, the energies of your environment in general, right? All of it affects you, right? And if it's things that you don't necessarily agree with, that's tough. It's conflicting, and it'll bring you uh, greater harm if you aren't aware to it, right? uh, Ideally, right, you would have full dominion over your space, and you make sure that you are feeling fine. Everything reflects your values, how you see the world, the things that you care about, those sorts of things, right? Ideally, that's the way that things are supposed to go down, right? But that's not always the case, right? And obviously, you can go into somebody else's space, especially if it's like family, especially if it's friends, especially if it's old other stuff. The things that people typically say fall away, right? If you are following the journey, it's not always something that you want to follow away, right? Sometimes you want to nurture those connections, and if you do want to do that, it's kind of like jumping into the lion's den, to be honest. So you have to have good energetic boundaries. This was my challenge for the holidays. I realized Spirit was like, okay, now that you understand these things, here's time to go put it into practice, right? We're gonna put you in situations where you're gonna meet all the old energy that you used to deal with, all the old projections, all the old things, and you need to remember who you are, or remember. Well, yeah, that's really it. It's just a matter of remembering who you are, right? Instead of just falling into habit and letting your thoughts dictate you, right? So, um, yes. So I think that a couple actionable steps, I guess, that you could have to accomplish this, right, is to, one, meditate always, right? It's basically the same. I mean, hold on. First of all, before anything, you can just follow the same things that you constantly do for any of your routines that have helped you ascend or just find peace and clarity, right? And so number one of all those is always meditation, right? Meditation is so key. And that doesn't mean that you have to go sit down in a dark room or in a light room, in a whatever room, right? In the quiet on the floor, cross-legged, crisscross applesauce. No, you don't have to do all that. Um, you just have to be aware. So meditation in general is just a practice of your focus, uh, and the easiest thing to be aware of and to have your focus on is your body, because obviously you are the dominion caretaker of this thing, right? So it's pretty good to be in tune with it and to be listening to it, especially because it's your receptacle to get messages from the world. Like, this is how you connect, right? You feel everything with this thing, right? Uh, so pay attention. Tune in with your body. Tune in with the feeling of, you know, even just the clothes on your back. You feel me? That goes a long way into putting you back into the moment so that you can clearly be where you are. Okay? And so then step two is that once you are back in your body, once you are fully aware, once you are in peace, you can look at things with clearer eyes, especially if you are in an environment that is not uh, cultivated in such a manner to represent who you are. You can see things for what they are, and you can let them be. You can recognize them and create a new relationship to them, essentially. Because instead of just seeing it as part of your space and it's part of you, if you aren't keeping a good energetic boundary where you are, you can make sure to know that, hey, you know what? This is not how I am. This is not how I want to be. This is not conducive to the lifestyle I want to live. And you can continue to keep those things in the forefront of your mind. You use the contrast to bring you closer to who you are, essentially, right? Rather than seeing what is around you and just simply absorbing it, right? Uh, Very subjective, something that happens to a lot of us, especially if different conditions have happened in the past, and it's just a natural thing for us to do anyway, right? Monkey see, monkey do. So, uh, yeah, just be careful about your energetic boundaries. Recognize, get clarity, uh, recognize, create new relationships, and then, yeah, move forward, decide, um, decide really. That's just that's it. In terms of like the whole Buddhist wisdom, right? It's just, hey, just decide what to do in every moment and do it with the clearest head that you can. So stay present, stay happy. Uh, yeah, continue to find your peace and feel it. Keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.